There actually is a limit. I like to remind myself that we're not forcing sound out of the instrument, rather we're inviting it out. We're inviting the full potential out of our instrument. And remember that different instruments have different potentials. Different bows have different abilities as well. So if you hear someone playing on a very fancy modern instrument and they're blasting away, it actually might not be possible for your instrument to reproduce that exact decibel. It doesn't mean that you shouldn't be able to pull out a healthy sound yourself, but really you should be striving within the bounds of your instrument what sound you can pull out. I don't want you to limit yourself in your creativity and your thinking, but I do want you to somewhat temper your expectations. Remember that the violin is an extremely complex instrument. It's extremely expensive, especially at the highest levels. If you're playing on an instrument that's somewhere in the realm of a few $100s to $5,000 even, that instrument most likely is not going to be capable of the same colors and decibels as, let's say, a $500,000 violin. That doesn't mean it's not worthwhile to practice different colors and to make sure that you understand the true maximum volume that it can play, but it does mean that you should prevent yourself from feeling very tense in the body while trying to struggle to bring out a sound that instrument just simply can't do. Every instrument does have a maximum volume that it can achieve. Again, I don't mean to say this to make you feel limited. I mean to say this to make you feel a little bit more confident and comfortable in what's happening when you produce your sound. Don't allow yourself to feel overly tense or struggle when you're trying to produce a sound out of the instrument that's simply just not there. My instrument, for example, has a maximum volume of close to 94 decibels. It's not a very loud instrument. I make well sure that I get all of those 94 decibels every time that I play at my maximum volume, but I try my best not to try and exceed that level of force, and I certainly try not to develop any tension as I do so. Whenever I revisit this etude, however, it's a constant reminder that I do not have that absolutely perfected. And I don't really think many violinists do. Practicing this etude and revisiting it over time is a great way to reinforce this idea that we need to play without tension and we need to invite the sound out of the instrument.